Yeah.
We're rolling. You're good.
And action.
Yeah. Click.
Yay.
Clip.
Crab claw.
Crab claw. Welcome, you guys, to Cozy Conversations with the Sister Project. I'm your host, Lauren, joined by my not asshole sidekick.
I'm Michelle.
That's
Hi.
Michelle. You're my sidekick and cozy co-host.
I like to say asshole sidekick, and you said I wasn't.
because you're not an asshole. You're my sidekick.
I'm her sidekick.
Yeah, and this is Cozy Conversations with the Sister Project, and we are so happy you're tuning in. First, though, before we kick things off with our very, very special guest, you don't know who it is yet, so just wait. I first want to thank our sponsor, Cozy Law Group, for being our sponsor, for partnering up with the Sister Project, because we are all about legalities around here.
Keeping it legal.
We want to keep it legal. And if you too want to keep it legal and stay out of jail, you want to call Posey Law Group, founded by Stephanie Posey. If you're looking, in all seriousness, we want to keep things legal, but we're talking like real estate, estate planning, entrepreneurship. Stephanie Posey, Posey Law Group, is your woman for the job. So check out poseylawgroup.com. And thank you, Posey Law Group, for being our sponsor. All right, enough of the business.
And now,
for the main event. You sound like the guy from the Bulls.
the Bulls. Remember him?
Do they still do that? Darren, they did like a thing.
Yeah, I mean, they better. That's like freaking that's like Chicago, man.
Forget about the Bulls. Let's talk
Fuck the
about
Bulls. Yeah.
Bridget.
Another bee in the house.
Another bee in the house. You guys, we were so excited to welcome our guest and longtime friend. I was trying to do some math. I think we were neighbors for like 10 something years.
Yeah, because when was Nick born? Nick was born in 86.
Well, hold thought. Do some math while I keep introducing our friend here.
Good idea.
Bridget McGuire, longtime friend, former neighbor. She was part of the board and the committee for the Little Ball Muffins. We were a kids club that ruled the streets of Springdale, Western Springs. Yep. She's an extremely talented storyteller, writer, and stand-up comedian. Welcome, Bridget McGuire, to Cozy Conversations.
Oh my God, thank you guys so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for being here.
So happy.
I like that intro.
Second time's a charm.
Two-time Charlie over here.
Two-time Charlie over here, because the last time we tried to record, we sent her packing.
Yep. The audio gods fucked us.
Now, before we go on, I think I want you guys to try these amazing pina coladas. I need to tell you guys something. A cheers and a toast to Bridget.
Cheers.
We're
Cheers.
toasting to you. Here, I'll pass that. There you go. Cheers. Okay, go ahead. Tell me, you guys, you're having virgins. I'm having not virgins.
Holy.
Oh my God, so good.
Motherfucking shit.
Do you feel like we are on a tropical vacation?
Am I in Cancun?
Welcome to Playa. I am your lady in waiting.
So good.
With all of the pina coladas. This one goes out to my good friend, my brother from another mother, Anthony Fiore.
Holy shit, Anthony.
Big tone.
Big tone.
We were at his house.
Wait, is he really your friend, or is this someone?
Oh, yes, he's really my friend.
I didn't know if he was like a famous chef or something.
This is not made by Big Tone, but Big Tone introduced us to Coco Lopez.
Thanks, Tone.
Thanks, Big Tone. So we were visiting them. We were doing our annual ski weekend in Park City, and he started whipping up morning pina coladas. And we were like, what? It's cold. And then we were having a good time, Charlie. So this one goes out to Big Tone.
Dangerous.
You know, it was. I was tipsy
so
writing Anthony's Valentine's Day card. You guys, you just need one of these. You can get them where you get them. I love the old-fashioned logo.
This is incredible.
Coco Lopez.
I know. And you just need pineapple juice, ice. That's what you guys got. I put a little rum in mine and Anthony's with a little floater.
Wait, did you the whole weekend sing?
Do you like pina
coladas? Went down the wrong pipe. It's like my right eye is watering right now.
Sing? How good.
That's actually,
I'm
that's
thrilled.
a 10.
Thanks, Lauren. They're delicious.
My pleasure. I'm glad you like it. I know it's random, but you know what? It's a fake spring
also
outside.
kind of when you're like doing this, it kind of reminds me of Truman Show. When Truman would be like, hey, why aren't we, why have I never met your family? And she's like, Coco Lopez.
Wait. Have you ever seen the memes or like the world is on fire and they're like influencers? Like they're like the world's on fire and they're like, Coco Lopez, it'll make you the most Playa del Carmen. And he's like, don't you see what's happening?
What are you talking about?
The tree, yeah.
Truman's
what are you talking about? Love it. So speaking of memory lane, I say
Are we taking a walk down?
I think we should take a drive. I
Okay.
think we should put on a seatbelt for safety.
But back in the 90s, we didn't wear a seatbelts.
No, we were raw
just
dog in
blasting.
the back of station wagons.
Yeah.
Your mom's Astro van.
Or and then you
And
got
God
sodomized.
forbid.
Flying over timber trails.
Yes.
speed bumps.
Speed bumps.
Why don't you tell it? Like, I think listeners, we could talk about this and like shoot back and forth, but let's set up the
We
scene
have a
little bit.
storyteller here.
Yeah, so I'm gonna let you take it away. It's 1989, 1990.
I think we moved in 1987.
Okay.
We moved into that house.
so.
Okay.
Late 80s, really early 90s.
Yes.
Mhm.
And we were all on the swim team.
And then
Yep.
we all gathered in the mornings. And then what happened?
And there would be like the little kids or the earlier kids. Like
Yep.
there had to be like a couple drives.
Yep.
And so I think my mom would do the early shifts.
Yeah. She was probably more of the early bird.
And then your
on the
mom would
block.
do like the second shift.
That makes sense.
My mom's like,
That
whoever's
checks.
left over, let's fucking
That
go.
checks.
Yes. Yeah.
Stragglers.
There would be like a chinchilla crawling on me
Yep.
in the car, a
Yep.
ferret.
Yeah, I had like
That-
a
this-
yeast infection from sleeping in my bathing suit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
yeah,
totally.
I
we
was
would
I had
pack our
10 months.
bags for the swim meets like on Mondays for a Thursday swim meet.
Uh-huh.
We
And
lived
I was
for
never
it.
really in the races.
I barely could
But
make
you
it to the
came
end.
prepared.
I did. I would be, I think one time I got to be an alternate for, what was it called?
The
Conference.
IM?
Conference. It was like,
Conference.
oh, did you make conference?
Maybe she did the IM. Fly back breast free.
No.
That's what I
Is
did.
it fly back, breast free?
Something like that. Or is it back,
Back
fly?
breast.
Either way, it's all 4 strokes.
No, fly back. You're right. You're like,
Yeah, you start back
Fly.
with your back first.
Back,
Back
fly,
Don't you
back.
fly. No,
breast
fly.
free.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was really good at the fly butterfly stroke, but then my dad told me X-nay on the butterfly A because I would get strong looking. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
a bummer.
And the thing is, I mean, you were just doing it a couple times. I think he really got ahead of
I was
himself.
like, Dad, I'm not going far. Like, just let me have this
Like,
moment.
I went to
25.
school with like a
Yes.
first
Yes, I
class
know exactly what you're talking about.
swimmer butterflyer, and she did have the V back, and
Yeah.
I thought it was
she was
badass.
kicking ass,
I
man.
thought it was
Yeah.
badass.
That was never going to
She
be
also
me.
did butterfly like 42,000.
Yeah, no, that wasn't
times.
going to be me.
You
Yeah.
just
I
were-
wasn't even
like
on
twice
my
that
way.
summer.
I wasn't
Yeah.
even on my way to having a dream yet and my dream was squashed.
totally. The
Back
story
to
of our
June.
lives.
June picks us up. So then we're on the way to Timber
She
Trails.
picks us up. I feel like there's just, lots of kids in the car. But then I don't think people came back for us.
We just stayed.
We just like stayed. Then
All
eventually
day.
it opened. I think we would just like sometimes sit outside and wait for the pool to finally open. And then we would just sit there. And I feel like my mom didn't even give me any money for the snack bar. I'd be
No.
like finding change in the
Yeah.
baby pool.
Literally.
Wait, this story is so funny. So Katie worked there in the snack bar with
Yeah.
you, right?
Yeah.
I never got hired there. I tried so
I
many
have
times.
no
Legacy couldn't
recollection.
even get you a job.
No,
Legacy.
both-
I don't even have
Katie and Megan
recollection
both
of you
worked there.
being
I could
there.
not get a job there. I tried so hard. I'm like, just hire me for the
Patty
snack bar.
Shalhoub was cock blocking you.
It wasn't Patty that interviewed
Well, Michelle, don't call him out.
me. I don't think no. So, anyways, but Katie was like, I don't know, 14, like just graduated from 8th grade, got the job. So she was in the snack bar working with Tracy Kenny, who was
Mhm.
probably, I don't know how much older she
Like
is.
maybe
Top-
like she was babysitting us.
probably
So was she like 18?
19?
She had that
And
cool
she
ass
goes-
Jeep.
She was so cool.
And she goes, yeah, she was so cool. And she goes, oh my God, that guy in the baby pool.
Wait, who said this? Tracy,
Tracy
or Katie?
Kenny.
Okay,
Yeah.
to Katie.
Yeah, to Katie. She goes, oh my God, that guy in the baby pool is smoking. And Katie goes, isn't that illegal? And she meant
She was
like
referring to
smoking
me.
hot. Yeah. In the grocery store.
And Tracy Kenny's like, you're such a dweeb.
I know.
But I still love you
Isn't that illegal?
anyways. Because Tracy's a badass.
Love her.
Love her.
Love her. My favorite, but June also had this way of driving, Bridget, that you've shared before, that she wouldn't stop, or speed bumps weren't part of her
They were a
vehicular.
suggestion.
They
Yeah,
were
they were just
They were a suggestion to
Yeah.
slow down. She chose to use them as an off ramp.
she'd fly.
She flew over them, and now I do it. I've chosen to take that on,
Bridget.
and my family, my kids are like, Will literally
Are you
goes.
scared?
Bridget,
Nope.
she's the most terrifying driver.
William literally goes, Mom, stop sign's coming. He's like, why do you have to go faster to the stop sign?
If you ever want to like feel the presence of June again,
Get
just
my
hop in
car.
the car with Michelle and
Just
go
go
for a
Michelle.
spin.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah.
you will feel like you're going to die.
That's so funny.
it's so good.
I will never drive with you. But
No,
thanks
don't.
for the note.
Don't.
You're not the only one.
No, it gives me a little bit of anxiety.
People don't
but I
like to
just
drive
roll
with
it.
me because I'm not that good. Like I'm
Mm.
slow.
I'm aggressive and not always focused.
You know, my friend Maggie,
Yeah.
fellow friend of ours, she's one of the slowest drivers. And I
Yeah.
love that
Not
about her.
surprised.
She's not a rush, man. And I'm kind of like, this is exactly what our branding is slow down. But sometimes I need her like pick up the pace
Yeah.
just a
Yeah,
little.
Remember
sometimes
that.
people are like, "You're going so slow."
Oh,
and this,
Maggie,
on the
like-
highway, like we're gonna be.
on the highway going
You're
slow
gonna die going
is
slow.
so questionable.
especially in the left lane.
Wait, so Andrew Larson, do you guys know him? He went to LT.
Andrew
Name
Larson.
He's my
familiar.
age.
No,
he
I
had
don't
older
know him.
brothers, but I don't know if any of them lined up with
Okay.
you. I think they might have been like before. Like I think there's
I might be
Brian
confusing
Larson.
him with
Yes.
a teacher that had the same last name.
He's hilarious, and he went to U of I. And one time I drove him home, and his mom was like, "How was the ride?" And he was like, "Good, but Bridget's a pretty slow driver." And then he said, like later that weekend, he was driving with his mom, and he was going too fast. And she's like, "Andrew, sometimes it's good to be a Bridget McGuire driver."
Oh, you're a Bridget McGuire driver. Yes, I love that. One of my favorite rumors of timber trails, and for our listeners, timber
Like a
trails,
rumor? Conspiracy theory?
kind of. Yes.
Okay, what?
But timber trails was unlike any public membership
It
pool.
was not public.
It was membership.
It said
Semi-private.
semi-private.
What does
on
it
the
say,
drive-in.
semi-private?
It wasn't country club status, but it
It
wasn't
was-
the public pool.
Yeah.
There could be like a sitcom, like Pen 15. There could be it could just be called Timber Trails, and that's the
Yeah.
name of the show. And it's just
Oh
about
my God,
being in
you're
the
right.
80s and 90s. And the rumor that I
Oh
loved.
my God, that would be such a good show.
I know. Well, I
would.
just thought of
Should
it.
we
So
write
we're
it?
gonna write
Has
it.
there
Let's do it. Let's
been
go.
a show about a public pool?
Let's fucking go. You
Oh my
guys
God.
did it.
Dude.
Like the annoying kids like us that
Yes.
were there, and then the
Or
cool
walking in the
Remember
locker
the
room?
cool lifeguards?
Yes.
Yep.
Like Lisa Berta was so
I had
cool.
Oh my
crushes
God.
on Mark Wyatt.
He
saved
Wait,
my
was
brother's
Mark the
life.
one with no? Who was
Check
the one with the
that
long
old
hair?
name off my
Who
list.
was Mark with the long hair?
No, then there was
what
Mark.
was he?
He was like tan.
He was tan.
Yeah, I loved
Mark,
him.
I
He was
forget
almost
his-
exotic
Yes,
looking.
yes.
and
I
he had to
forgot
wear a
his-
swim cap because his hair is so long.
long.
Yeah.
And he'd wear like a 70s one.
like a cloth one. I
Yeah.
hated the cloth
Oh my God. And one
ones.
time, this is so embarrassing. Okay, one time it was like 3rd of July. And I had on this I changed out of my suit. I think there was a party. And I changed into this I don't know, I probably was in 4th grade or something. And this 4th of July romper, shorts romper. And then I feel like my dad was like, just climb the fence. And then I did.
Stop. Did you get caught?
And I got caught in the romper, I was like, I have to go home.
No.
Why did your dad? Why climb the fence?
I don't know. I feel like wasn't there a basketball?
Yes, there was a basketball hoop on the other side by the
And I think I
parking
came
lot.
out, and then I don't. Why was my dad? Why was my dad?
Why was your
My
dad?
Why was my dad hopping the fence?
Maybe because he just wanted to just get you to be prepared to hop a fence.
I don't
because
know.
we all need that skill.
But I'm still even when cross country. Sometimes I did cross country at LT junior and senior year, and sometimes we wouldn't want to go on the run, so we would just do divert, hop the fence, and go to Greeley's, eat candy, and then come back.
He was
I love
training you.
that. I love
yeah,
that.
yeah. And hopping fences gives me.
Did you do it in front of Dave? Is that why it was so embarrassing?
Oh, Mark, you mean?
I mean, Mark.
Yeah, I
yes.
think
Oh,
Mark.
I was thinking about Dave.
You guys,
Dave.
met-
Yep, that's
Mhm.
another one.
That's another one.
Wait, the rumor is remember at the top of the concession stand,
Yeah.
basically the
That
patio,
was the adult, the
and that they
adult
were
spot. Swinging.
bathing. They were topless
bathing?
Yeah,
Oh.
sunbathing.
But they were. I feel like everyone up there was leather. I feel like they were the color of this chair.
They
They
were.
were.
They were.
Parents that were smoking cigarettes, 80s
God.
style.
Yeah.
Bring
nude.
it back.
God, those were the fucking days, you guys. Michelle and I often
We were pool rats.
Yeah, we often
yeah.
just think about the 90s and the 80s and how, and I feel like parents said this when they were when we were growing up, they're like, oh, you don't understand. Those were the days. Those were the good old days when they were kids.
Right.
I really think the good old days ended
Our
in
era.
1997.
Totally.
Because then everything got fucked up with social media being connected to our devices.
yeah.
And back then it was you
Not
could
97.
be, okay, 2005.
Yes. I feel like that's when Facebook came out.
2005 is when Facebook came about.
MySpace.
And MySpace was kind of cool though because that was so random, and then that kind of went away, and then it just took over the world. But back in the day, you could be left at a pool without a device and survive
And no one
Yeah.
worried.
and have the best fucking time ever. And that's
And-
another
and-
thing. You said your mom left you at the pool. That would never happen.
Oh,
now,
no,
you don't
no,
get
no.
left.
No.
You
the
need to
babies,
know.
the lifeguards were the babysitters.
Yes, they were. They were
we were
seal
raised
at
by
the pool.
the Timber Trails lifeguards.
Yeah.
They helped shape us.
Yeah.
It was so fun. Okay, so moving on from Timber Trails to other memorable 90s moments, outdoor games that we used to play.
Oh, we'd put pantyhose on her head.
We were
What was
never.
that game?
I don't know what that was. It a game
didn't
or just
Nicole
a
just
thing?
put those on her face just to stretch her nose and
She did
eyes up?
last time I saw her.
2 weeks
At my
ago.
baby shower.
Yeah, your baby shower.
Oh my God,
We
that's
went
right,
back
she did,
to
that's right.
Nicole's for
Yeah,
way
you guys
too
had a
long,
party.
and
Had
she
fun.
came downstairs with pantyhose on her head. I have video of it still on my phone.
Yeah,
it was one of the
that
funniest
sounds
things.
Like that sounds like you brought back the 90s.
Yeah, we did. Wait, I'm trying to think of the games we played. Like
Kick
TV
the
Can.
Ghost in the Graveyard.
Ghost in the Graveyard was
Kick
the
the
best.
Can.
Kick the Can was
Yep.
huge. We did that. But then we also had like the Skip It. Remember the Skip It,
Yeah,
the ball
yeah.
on the rope?
Yes,
like
the skip it.
that, or not a rope, that
Pogo ball-
pogo ball, pogo stick.
Pogo ball was the one that
Never-
was like Saturn.
Yes.
And you like hopped on it. And then
Bridget,
there was a pogo
do you
stick.
remember playing lawn darts with us? Do you have any memory of those that yard game that we played?
No, because I feel like sometimes, I don't know, did you set it up and never play again? Or was it like a.
Your mom probably wouldn't let you come
Your
over.
mom
'cause
probably
you could
saw
die.
him and was like, you know what? You're taking a pause from the Mazzarellas. They
Wait.
have
My favorite is when her mom would tell, when you would tell us that our mom, she introduced you to Lizzie Borden.
Yeah.
Yeah, mom, she's hip to the serial killer storytelling from mom as well.
okay,
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Did it imprint on you? Are you into
Well, I
it?
think I would like watch these movies and then come home and then like not sleep. My mom would be like, what are you watching?
Yep.
Lizzie Borden.
Your mom's like, why the fuck are you watching Lizzie Borden?
So, I mean, I was at your house all the time.
All the
You-
time.
I feel like Bridget, you were at our house. Out of all of the McGuire sisters, you really were kind of a fixture.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were there. You
I
were
was like Skippy
yes,
from
you were,
Family
yes.
Ties.
You were so, or like cousin Oliver from
not-
Brady Bunch.
Cousin Oliver.
What is 69 or 96? What was Blossom's friend? Remember her?
Oh, 6.
69.
16. It's like,
I'm like, what are you getting
I
at?
know.
Oh, sorry. I mean, there was a
6.
guy named Boner. I mean,
From Family Ties.
yeah.
wait, I was just talking about this with someone. I feel like that would be a really good Connections. Do you guys play Connections?
No.
On
No.
like the New York Times
Oh, I
game?
love Connections.
Yes.
Yes.
I
The
feel
names.
I feel like a good one, if anyone from the New York Times is listening, a good one would be like TV sidekicks.
Yeah, like sidekicks.
Like Boner.
Boner was a good one. Or like, remember Saved by the Bell? The gal that came in with the leather jacket. Was her name Tori or
Tori.
something? Tori came
Tori.
in.
Well, I think Screech would have been the sidekick.
Oh yeah, Screech would have been more of the sidekick.
100%.
You just brought up.
I'm actually going to rethink calling myself a sidekick after a couple of the people that we just named.
We're just
here.
gonna call you Boner
Screech.
or 66.
6. Skippy.
I mean, it basically really.
You need to.
We need to level myself back.
Level
Yeah,
yourself
we're
let's-
done.
down.
let's not-
We're done.
yeah,
We're
yeah.
done. We're done.
You're Mallory Keaton.
Yep.
Now you're talking.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Mallory Keaton, and that's
See, this is
Bates.
bringing me back to that time. Like,
Show me that smile.
Look
again.
show me that smile.
Wait, is that Growing Pains or is that Family Ties?
Isn't it?
They all kind of sound
I think that's. Wait,
Family
no,
Ties.
That's Family Ties.
That's Family Ties. Show me that.
No, that's
smile.
Growing Pains. That's Growing Pains.
Oh, it's Growing Pains. I don't know.
Family Ties is
Yeah. Sha-la-la-la. That's
Wow.
sit, boo boo, sit. Good
Oh,
dog.
wow, you guys are good.
Shut up. But what are the words?
No,
Don't know.
no.
I wish I could phone a friend. I'd call Katie. She would know.
She would.
I would love to put
sister's
someone live on a
Yes.
call. She's
You
got
guys,
an
all
elephant
of you
memory.
guys have
We do have good memories,
freakishly
but
good
I think
memories.
my sister Katie and Megan have better than me.
Bridget, recently you had a really funny reel go viral about things that made you realize, or that made you think that someone's house you went to as a kid made you think that, oh, they're so loaded, they're
Yes.
rich.
Do you want me to name what they are?
Yeah, what are they?
I thought that if you had HBO
Oh
Loaded.
yeah, you're rich.
loaded, if you had a fridge in your garage,
Uh-huh.
Okay.
big money. If you had encyclopedias, a set of encyclopedias, it was like
Books.
whoa,
You're rich.
old money.
Old money. You've
Are
got
you a Roosevelt?
Are you a
Old money.
Rothschild?
yeah, yeah. Are you part of the
Are
Waldorf
you an
family?
oil tycoon?
Yeah. I mean,
Boy, times have changed.
then I
because-
thought like
What
if you,
else? What
people
else?
that had intercoms.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
You're like, this is a modern house.
Yeah,
this is
Totally.
a
Super
McMansion.
Uh-huh.
Totally.
Intercoms, ski tags on your jacket.
Oh,
Skiers, the
rolling
ski
in
families,
it.
rolling in
Totally
dough.
Filthy
Yeah.
rich.
People that
Filthy
are
rich.
Mhm.
who is skiing, you know.
Then
Then
You're so right, Bridget.
and
yeah.
then
What
are the
else?
other ones?
Most of those people
oh.
lived in Burridge.
Right.
They
weren't
did.
On, they weren't on.
those were at my friend's house in Burridge. Like I have a friend Megan
Literally.
who had the fucking plug-in vacuum
Oh.
in the hole in the wall.
Wait, so that
That was very
video
rich.
did do well, and then people were talking, like people are commenting on stuff,
Uh-huh.
and like someone was talking about the plug-in vacuum. I don't remember that because maybe I didn't know any rich people. But I thought like if you had like a canopy bed
Oh,
or
yes.
a trundle
Yes.
ish, like you or a water bed. I
Totally.
don't know.
But
You did.
mine was in
Michelle
the
had a
basement.
water bed, and
Mine
then my
was in the-
mom made me bring it upstairs.
Yep, undrained.
I still have back problems.
Never been.
Why?
He hasn't walked.
Because June
when-
wanted to move something.
No, when June got an idea, it never left her mind until it was done.
Uh-uh.
So there have been many predicaments June got herself in hyper focused on what
Like
she was
rearranging furniture.
Yes.
And
like
stuff.
moving
Yes.
a baby grand piano
Yes.
when you usually pay baby grand piano movers
Yeah.
to do
It
that.
seems a little.
She got herself into a pickle with one of our neighbors. They had to call in reinforcements because
Yeah.
they
And
almost
that's what
died.
that's what happened with the waterbed.
You could have basically
Water-
died.
Wait, where'd you move it to? Like throw it out?
I got the mattress off of like the box,
Yeah.
like off of the bed. I'm like, I got it to the bottom of the basement stairs,
Yeah.
right? And I was holding it at the top, and she's like, at the top of the stairs, she's like, now pull. And I was like, what the fuck are you? She's like, pull it up. You can do it. And I literally, with water at the bottom of the mattress,
That's insane.
pulling it up.
Should I tell my
I'm like,
favorite story about your mom?
Yes.
Yes,
The
we
one
would
I know I
love
said
it.
it on your show.
Let's
Tell
hear
us
it.
whatever,
right now.
but,
I don't
let's
care.
hear
I
it.
want to hear it again.
I loved your mom so much. And when in high school, I would just go home and be like, Mom, I'm home. And she'd be like, oh, like she was asleep at 9, wakes up at 5. And so I would just like drop my stuff and then just walk over to your house to be like something.
So fun.
Someone's like probably making like some spaghetti sauce. Like it smelled like either Italian or Greek kitchen in there at all times. Like lights were on till 3
Yep.
in the morning. You guys
Yeah.
were like getting ready to like go shopping, food shopping. But one time I go down and none of you guys are home. It's just me and Andrea. And we go into your bedroom, Michelle. You might probably were in college. So I
Yeah.
think I was like a junior.
Yeah.
Senior
You went
in high school.
downstairs into
Yeah.
her bedroom.
Yeah. And Andrea and I brought over a pack of Marlboro lights, and we decided to light up in the house.
Oh yeah.
I'm
What the
shocked. I mean,
fuck?
that takes balls.
I don't
It
know.
was
In
a
the
So
basement,
you
different
guys are like
time.
just downstairs in the
yes,
basement.
like in Michelle's room,
hot boxing.
smoking a cigarette,
Sick.
plural probably.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden we like hear the garage door go up. So we're like, oh my God, we like, put out the cigarettes, like spray something.
Yeah.
And then your mom comes downstairs and she's like, we're like, hi. And then she's like, whose cigarettes are those? Like, I forgot, like I didn't get rid of the carton and like the pack. And she's like, whose cigarettes are those? And I was like, oh, they're mine. And she's like, can I have one? And I was like,
We're like, yeah, you want smoking?
don't tell my mom. Yeah.
Here, let me light it for you. And now June also, you always wanted June to perm your hair as well.
Always. I still want a perm. I mean, I guess
I mean, I really want you to get
Oh.
one.
my mom has really curly hair.
Naturally?
Yes, naturally very
Does
curly.
she ever
I'm
wear it curly,
shocked.
Bridget?
I mean,
Yes.
it's when it's like humid.
Okay.
And she just can't because it's just like
Some-
out to here. But so she hated it though. So she never wanted us to get a perm because she's like, I hated my curls. But your mom was always giving permanents in
always-
the bathroom.
perm and
You
the
were always
And
smell.
she was so sweet because she'd be like, go ask your mom. And I'd be like, you're right, maybe today's the day.
Today.
Run over and be like, can I get a perm? I'd be back. I'm like,
Jay.
she said no.
Oh,
Out of
man.
breath.
And then, I got that perm and I'll never forget. I went to school in 3rd grade and it was picture day. And I walked down to St. John of the Cross. I put my bag in the locker, Bridget, and I was not feeling myself that
You
day.
didn't like the
Why?
perm?
I was not
Was it
here
like
for
straight bangs and then perm?
Oh,
It was
oh.
just
That's a look.
very curly and like I just didn't feel like myself in it. And I will never forget, I turned the corner and it was as if the only other Italian girl at St. John of the Cross had just also been the recipient of a perm.
Was it Nicole?
No, it was.
Your sister.
It was, and we might. Are we going to leave these names in? But
That's
the
you,
name
ma'am.
is important. Her name was Ema Malfeo.
Oh yeah.
It's a great name.
Shout out!
That's a great
class of
name.
'96 prom queen. By
really?
the way,
Well, heck yeah.
beautiful, cool girl. Anyway,
But she also had a perm?
I just
Yeah.
have a visceral memory of looking at her and her looking at me and us being like, "You too?
Yeah.
Fuck it, let's just
Take
deal."
And
a
you
picture.
got your picture done. with
Yes,
your
I did.
perm.
And there's not a single photo in there from kindergarten to 8th grade. I walked away thinking, I feel good.
Did you feel good?
No, I was
sad.
like, God, what a crime!
I wore the same outfit in my 2nd and 4th grade picture, which really goes to show I don't think anyone paid attention to me.
Well-
Why would I be dressed in the same outfit?
I never got around to asking you about
Yeah.
what you care less about.
Oh, right.
And it was about
Yeah,
outfits.
it is. I care less about repeating the same outfit.
What inspired this caring less?
Well, a couple things. I do think one, sometimes it's like I feel like what happened with social media, like I remember like before social media, if I like was going to a wedding,
Yep,
I'd wear that black dress.
that was your dress
for the 5 weddings I had that summer.
Yes.
And then it was like, oh, people are going to take pictures.
Uh-huh.
Not going to be in the same black dress. So then you start spending money on new dresses because of who even cares?
Who
Who saw the
cares?
picture on social media, but whatever. But I do have to say, I know you guys, I think you've had her on the pod or talked to
Danielle.
her, Danielle
Mhm.
Tobias or Osborne. she has closest closet. She's very into secondhand shop and like how bad it is for the environment, like fast fashion. And her posts have really gotten to me.
Haven't they?
Yes.
They've affected me too.
Same.
Yeah,
100%.
you look and you're like, not that I have not bought new clothes because I have,
But it makes you at least take it into consideration.
Yes. And actually, my company I work for, we have this eco-conscious living summit every year. I want to say it was last year or the year before, but Ginger Z was there.
Yeah, Ginger Z.
And she's really big into like the fast. And so she did a whole
Sustainability stuff.
year. I think she's like just kept going, or she's not buying new clothes.
Oh, I love
I'm here
this.
for
She's
it.
like, I will take people's hand-me-downs.
Yes.
I will whatever. She's like, I'm not a monster. I will buy new underwear. But
oh yeah.
which
yeah.
But
When
she's
she
like,
needs
I
it.
just for a whole year. And she's like, yeah. So like everything. I mean, you can save so much money. And so when I got home for the holidays this year, I went to hit up a lot of Goodwills, but then I watched a TikTok about someone getting bed bugs from Goodwill, and I got bed bugs in New York.
Do you know this?
And I still think about them.
Do you know this?
No.
My sister calls them head bugs.
Oh, gross.
Wait, what happened?
Can you tell your story about the bed bugs?
Bed bugs, yeah.
Do you know how you got them?
No, I mean, I was traveling a lot that year, and first of all,
Can you explain what is a bed bug? Is it like a lice,
Like
but
a
in your
mite?
bed? What is it?
I'm gonna look
they're
them up.
actually everyone's like, you can't see them. You could see them,
Okay.
but I just saw one.
Okay.
But they can multiply very quickly.
Okay.
Yes. So that's the thing. It's like having one
Fuck that. Bed bug.
why can't I talk? Bug in your bed.
Okay.
you'd be like gross, but like they multiply.
So you saw it with your eyes.
Yeah. So what happened was I had come home from a business trip and I was my studio was so small. And because I was already paranoid about bed bugs, I don't really know what this would do, but I would always put my suitcase in the bathtub.
Okay.
Because
Well, it'd be harder to crawl out.
yeah. And yes. And like, yeah. So
Do they fly?
no, they don't fly.
Thank God.
So I don't know how long I don't know. Like I really don't know when I got them. It was the same day. And I did have this girl come and watch Joe that I know.
Okay.
So
Listener,
You know
Joe is
Joe's your
Bridget's
dog.
Joe's my dog. Yes,
Joe's
not my
her
kid.
dog.
Yes.
Bridget, I've got a Kevin.
Oh my
Bridget's
God.
got a Joe.
Joe is my dog. He's 12. Okay, anyways, but so I had this girl watch Joe when I was gone, and I only had 2 pairs of sheets. I mean, I live alone.
Yeah.
Whatever. So I had taken off my sheets before she came and put on clean ones. And then my flight was delayed. So I didn't get home till like midnight. And I'm like, I am not washing sheets right now. I'm just going to sleep on my covers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I wasn't going to get in the sheets that she slept
I
in,
get
whatever.
it.
Yeah. So I slept on my covers. And then I woke up at 6 and I was itching my arm because I thought I got bit by a mosquito. And then I
Were you
flipped on the
somewhere-
light and I was like, it is a boy.
You're like, "That's
I ran downstairs to the doorman. I was like, I think I have a bed bug. And
Because
he was,
do you have to tell them?
yeah. And then he was like, and then he's like, well, we can't really do anything because it's 6:30 in the morning. And then they came in and they bring in a dog to detect.
When you say they, like the health
so
department?
I told the building, and it could be a huge problem because they can go from people's units. So I told the building, they bring in this guy with this dog, and he's like, yes, the dog can smell them by the bed. So gross. But he's like, they're not in the living room area or the closet. So I felt better about that. But
Okay.
I was like, I'm going to burn everything.
Can you contain them?
So then you have someone come in and spray.
Fumigate.
And so this is a Friday. So the building's like, yeah, we're probably not going to be able to get someone here till Monday or Tuesday. And I was like,
Oh, hell no.
no, I said no. So that Friday night, and they say still sleep in your bed so that because they like this people.
Still sleep in your bed.
They're like, because if you go to your couch or something, they might smell. They like the human smell, so they might follow you.
like
But
vampires.
but I was like, I can't sleep in that bed.
no, I wouldn't
And
be
I
able to
also
sleep
didn't want to
there.
go to a hotel. I also have a dog, so how could I bring whatever, all this stuff. So, it's funny because the building I was in, I lived in the world's smallest studio, but it was a very nice building. And they had told me that at one point, Chris Rock lived in the building, probably in the penthouse.
You're like, yes.
I don't think he was in 4E, but
Never
he wasn't
know.
in 4E. But I was like, if Chris Rock had bed bugs, you guys wouldn't be waiting till Monday or Tuesday. So I was like, I will pay for the people to come in and then you guys can reimburse me. Because I was like, how can I
Okay.
live in this
No.
infested place?
No.
So that's what I did. And then
Okay.
the craziest thing, so that's not that bad, but you live in chaos for 2 weeks. I had to put all my stuff in the middle of my apartment. I couldn't go to work. I told my boss, I was
Why?
like, can't believe it. I have bed bugs.
And they were
he's
like, "Don't come
you
in."
can't
No,
go in
because
the-"
they
Yeah.
don't want it because it could be anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. When you put your things in the middle of the room,
And
what's
so like I put everything in the middle of like, it was a studio. So it was like basically one room. And then like they spray on the floors and stuff. And so
Okay.
I just like lived in this like really chaotic place for 2 weeks. And then they come back and check and they're like, okay, they're gone. But like the mental toll it takes on you of really thinking they're gone, it still kind of hasn't really totally left me. It like the second I moved to a new apartment and I had the same, I bought this like expensive bed, which I ended up hating.
I hate when that happens.
I know. I was like, I'm going to buy this nice bed. And then it was like kind of the worst bed.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sucks.
Then I brought it to my next apartment, but I still never felt
Bed bug free.
Yeah, I just never felt. I mean, people,
Bed bug free.
bed bug free. But now I have a new apartment. I have a new bed.
Bridget,
I'm feeling better. But if you like read about it, like that is like I have OCD, but I don't think my bed bug fear is OCD. I think it's just if anyone had them, you just crawl. You
Yeah,
just
no one
It's
wants
kind of like
that.
PTSD at this point.
yeah. I
Like-
mean,
What's that?
Yeah.
yeah.
That
Did you hear
ran
what he just said?
rampant.
I heard what he said. I've never
I've never
experienced
had
that.
crabs.
I've had
so
lice. I got lice at 34. Do you know how embarrassing
Wait,
that is?
can we talk about that? When did you get the? How'd you
How?
get lice?
Like I know. I have
How'd you
like
get head lice?
I get childhood diseases. I'm trying to do a bit about this. Like I've had
Did you get
adult onset
mumps?
acne. I think that was from.
Is it mono or mumps? Another
I had
one?
well
Like-
mono. Actually, when we were talking about Dawson's Creek, that reminds me of mono. But okay,
oh wait.
so
I can't wait to talk about
I
Dawson's
got
Creek.
AOA, adult onset acne. Like I was like pushing 40, and like my mom, I was like, I think I need to take this medication. My mom's like, don't put any like foreign things in your body you don't need. Then I sent her a picture one day of my face. She's like, get on the medication.
She's like, now.
Yes. And I got these like wipes from the dermatologist and it said for that stubborn teenage acne. And I was like, oh, I wonder if I'm going to go to homecoming, you know?
Yeah, right.
Get my braces off before
Go
prom.
to
like-
puberty again.
so I got that. Then before that, I got lice when I was 34. I had gone to Nicaragua to help build a playground.
Oh, look
cool.
at you doing
I know,
good and then coming home
no
with
good.
lice.
Strap that in.
No good deed. What is it?
No good deed goes unpunished.
Yeah, I went to Nicaragua. St. Bridget.
And then you came back with head lice.
So
That
I went
stinks.
there
Ugh.
and I don't know, like.
Did you have to go to one of those salons?
Oh yeah. So then I went there and then I literally flew from Nicaragua to meet Katie and her kids in Disney World.
Oh.
And like, it was like the compare, it's like so awful. These kids like have nothing in Nicaragua.
Yeah,
And
and then
then
you're
they're
going
like
to, like-
crying because they're not getting their third milkshake of the
Yeah.
day. And
Yeah.
you're like, you don't know what I just saw.
Yeah. Good point.
So I don't know where I picked up lice, but I was dating this guy. We were like, I don't know, we've been going out for a couple months. And I was like, I like my head kept itching.
Nope.
And I kept being like, I kind of feel like I have lice.
No.
And then one day,
I
Poor
kind
thing.
of feel like I have lice.
you know, I don't have kids. Like they're like, what? And then one day I just like
No.
scratched so hard and I like looked at my fingernail and there was like a little green bug. And I was like, I like flew out of my
I
apartment.
feel so bad for you.
Yeah. I had to go get a knit kit.
Yep.
Oh yeah, were you the really fine?
Yeah. But then I'm like,
comb?
I don't trust this. So then I went to a place called the Hair Fairies in Lincoln Park.
Were you with like 5-year-olds?
And yes, on the outside it looks like Barbie's dream house. Inside Barbie's scream house. It is. That is actually a Maggie Hughes DiPaolo joke. She told me to say that because I've been trying to do a bit on this. Because it's like
really
a bait and switch.
funny.
On the outside, it has like beautiful like butterflies and pink
You're going to
princesses.
come in and get
And then-
pretty.
yeah, no,
Inside, it's like boiler room.
Yep.
It's like, and it's these women that all these little girls like sitting in a row, getting like their hair like just yanked,
Uh-huh.
whatever. And I was like Buddy the Elf.
Uh-huh.
I was up there like,
Yep, but you're like the giant 5-year-old.
Yeah. It's like how long you guys been in here for? You know.
I want to know.
Where'd you get your lice?
I want to
Yeah.
know at what point in like cosmetology school or hair school or whatever it is, at
Uh-huh.
what point do you decide, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and take a right turn and I'm going to de-knit
No.
in my profession.
I'm gonna de-lice.
I'm
well,
gonna-
actually, first of all, they make it was like $400.
Yes.
I bet it was.
So, I mean, also, I probably gave her a huge tip, but I was like, how is this your job? I mean, you must just like get immune. You must just be like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have an infestation or was it just a mild case?
I mean, I hope it was just mild. I don't know.
You would have known.
Yes.
Okay.
And same, I don't know why. I feel like I always want to be proud that my
Brag about
bed
it.
bug case was mild too.
Yeah, good.
Because it's just, and then the last, I've got hand, foot, mouth disease then, which is a
you've
baby's.
really been
Did
through
you-
him.
Yeah, that was in New York.
Do you have whooping cough too?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
felt like
the
sick
croup,
one day. I know.
Croup.
I can't.
I mean, I get all these kids' diseases. So like I felt like achy. I remember I had a show and I was like the host, so I was passing this mic.
Oh, you were just
gross.
I had like
spreading
a
it.
7:00 show, and then I had a midnight show,
Super
and I was feeling
spreader.
really bad. And I'm like, I cannot make it to this midnight show. Like I felt awful.
Yeah, you're gonna die.
And the next morning I woke up and my throat kind of hurt. And I'm like, okay, I probably have like strep or COVID. So I go to the Minute Clinic, and she's like, nothing. And then I also noticed I had this like little blister on my
Yep.
finger, and I thought I like pinched it in a weight,
Yeah.
but I couldn't
This
remember
is the-
doing it.
This is the hand and foot.
Yeah. And then I showed it to her, and I was like, do you think this is a tick bite?
She's like, no,
She's like,
no.
all those ticks in Times Square. Like, what are you talking about?
Wait, did you
idiot?
ask her really that?
Yeah, I was like, what do you think that, And then she's like, do you have kids? I'm like, no. And she's like, do you like,
Are you around kids?
yeah, she's like, are you a
No.
teacher, nerd? I'm like, no. And she's like, do you ride the subway? I'm like, yeah, of course. And she's like, okay, if you have more of those, you have hand, foot, mouth disease.
Did you
Oh, so
have
that's
them
from
on
the
your
subway.
throat? Did you have them in your throat too?
Oh,
The
yeah. Well, then I
sores?
went home, and I'm like, she's nuts. I haven't seen a baby in 9 years. And then that night I went to bed, and I woke up, and I like my hands were, I had a dream my hands were on fire, catching fire. And then I looked,
sad.
I know, but my first thought was like, oh my God, they're in my mouth. I'm not
Yep.
going to be able to eat.
Uh-huh.
It sucks
I'm
as
going
an
to lose
adult.
10 pounds.
Which is always a blessing in
I know, it's
disguise.
like, who needs
I
Ozempic
love-
when you got
right,
hand,
hoof
foot,
and
mouth?
mouth.
Yeah. Right?
I
It's,
love when I get a little bug.
I always
Hand,
say.
foot, mouth is nature's Manjaro.
Okay, well, I'm not going to wish for it, but it's the nature's Manjaro.
Wait, yeah, and one of my coworkers was like, "Do you know that?" My coworker's like, "Do you know the medical term is cocksacky?"
Yes,
Yes.
Coxsackie.
And
Nikki
I was
had
like,
it.
Oh,
yeah.
yes, you
and then
did.
he
Coxsackie.
was like, my daughter had cocksacky. I was like,
Really, can we just stick with
I
that?
know. I was like, with all due respect, let's stop
Let's go
saying
back to
cocksacky
hand,
here.
foot.
This such an
HR.
It's
unfortunate
such a bad
name.
medical
You
term.
need to go to
Such a
HR. If
bad
anyone ever
name.
says cocksack, you got to go to HR. Bridget, you moved to New York for work.
Yes.
You've also been working in the stand-up comedy scene there as well.
Yes.
And I was wondering, comparing New York to Chicago. I know this is kind of like controversial
Wait, comedy scene or just in general?
in general. Like,
Oh.
which city do you like better?
Oh, Chicago.
Really?
Yes.
I love New York.
I love New York too, but Chicago is my pride and joy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. And how's comedy scene going over there for you?
It's good. It's tough. I'm happy that I started comedy in Chicago.
Okay.
I
Mm.
think it'd be very hard to start in New York.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was hard to go there because no one cares that I had been doing it for 5 or
Mhm.
6 years in Chicago. Like your credits here don't really match. Like they don't care. I'm in at a couple of the clubs, trying to get in other ones.
Like
It's
bigger ones? Do you have to like climb?
bigger
Like,
ones.
how
There's
does
like
this work?
auditions. Like yeah,
Okay.
like in like some you need like recommendations from people.
Okay.
But there's like a waiting list for a year to even get the audition. So yeah, it's just it's a grind. But I mean, I am really focused on my one woman show.
Ballet Flats for dinner.
Yeah, that's what I mean, I love doing stand up and I, do it all the time as much as I can, but I want to tour my show.
Yes.
So I'm doing it in Zanies in June downtown.
Downtown,
Yeah.
okay.
June 22nd. And then I'm doing it at QED. It's like in Astoria, Queens.
Okay.
On
Cool.
April 2nd. Yeah. It's a cool little venue club. And then I'm hoping to do it. I want to do it other places. Like I'm going to go do Zanies Nashville.
Yes.
I'm not
Cool.
gonna do ballet
ballet-
flats there. I'm
okay.
just doing 2 of their showcases.
Okay.
I think they want to like see me first, and then because my Zanies connections here connected me with them and just said like she's a great show.
Yep.
So I'm excited though to go to Nashville and do those shows.
I loved Ballet Flats for dinner. I think I've
not
saw
seen
your
it yet.
the third show, the first round, that the first debut of it was
Oh,
like I
right.
think I saw your third show, like the showing of it or your
Yes.
performance of
Yeah.
it rather. Then I saw it again at Zanies. How do you feel now? You premiered it in Soho recently.
It's Soho Playhouse.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How are you feeling? Are you changing it at all, or has it like what happens to your show as you from the first time you did it to the now?
I mean, it's not really changed.
Okay.
Except I
Or
think
like, do you change? Are you more comfortable?
yeah,
or,
probably.
Okay.
But I also feel like things come out of my mouth that I didn't know was planning to come out of my mouth. Like it's not memorized.
Yeah.
I mean, it's memorized, but it's not. Like it's not like by a script.
And when did you say the Zanies in Chicago is June what?
June 22nd. It's a
All right,
Monday.
let's put that on
Ooh,
our
yeah,
calendar.
Yeah.
I love the
It's
Zanies downtown.
so good, Bridget.
Thank you.
When did you dream up Ballet Flats for dinner?
Well, I feel like I started off in storytelling
Mm-hmm.
and then did stand up, and I feel like I've had like a foot in both scenes, kind
Mhm.
of. I feel like I'm a better storyteller than I am stand up,
Mm.
but I kind of like the stand up scene a little bit better.
Okay.
So
Why?
Oh, sometimes I like storytelling shows, but sometimes people can tell really sad stories, and mine are usually just not sad. I mean, they're whatever. So, two of my like favorite or like I don't know comedians that I really love
Yeah, who?
are like Mike Birbiglia, Gary Goldman, Alex Edelman. I just had seen like his show Just for Us. It's so
Mhm.
good if you haven't seen it.
Mm-mm.
And I feel like a lot of their specials, like a lot of they have like these shows that are kind of like one long story, but they're
Okay.
really funny. And so that's kind of always been my like dream. I was like,
Okay.
this is what I think would be good. And so I'm like, and I had a few jokes about OCD that I'd done like right when I was new, and I really wasn't doing them. And then I was like, this is what I want to do. I want to write a show about this and I want to be funny. So I like I needed to find like a class of how to figure it out. So there's a place in New York called the Barrel Group
Mhm.
where actually Mike Birbiglia, like his director, I think like started it or something. And they had a solo show workshop. And so it was like an intensive in June of 2024. It was just like a Saturday, Sunday, like
2 years. Okay.
9 to 12, then like 1 to 5 or something. And you really learned how to like structure the story and what you wanted to do. So I kind of that's where I got like my idea.
Okay.
And then that teacher of the class, I was like, hey, would you work with me one-on-one? Because I'm lazy. Like it's hard to sit down and write. Like,
It is.
And so I was
Yeah.
like, I like need accountability.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And so then she and I worked together starting that August through the end of the year, like pretty much once a week, maybe every other, or depending on like schedules and stuff. And then eventually like put the show together. And then and then she became my director. And I was like, okay, we just need to like do it. Like
She said that or you said that?
I did. I'm like,
Okay.
well, now what do we do? So we did like a run through at the Barrow Group. I like rented a studio there and had like 20 people come. Wait, hold on. 20 people came, but one random woman came.
Like who you didn't know. The other 20 you knew?
Yeah, because it was like
Okay.
family and friends. I'm like, hey, you guys, I'm doing this. I'm doing a run through of my show. Like it wasn't done, but it was done. But I
Yeah.
like wanted to get feedback.
Yeah.
And this one, I'm like, I like put an Eventbrite out just so I could track the tickets. And like this random person, I'm like, how did this person even find out about it? And I asked people afterwards to like critique it, but like everyone's my friend, so no one's gonna give me like a bad review.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure this woman did and I'm like, oh my God, one of the reviews are in. And I like pull it up and it's like, would you recommend this to a friend? No.
Thanks.
Okay. Awesome.
Thanks for
And then
nothing.
I was like, did anything in the story bump you? And she's like, I think at one point you said you lived on the 7th floor, but the other time you said the 8th. And I'm like,
oh,
well,
thank
that
you.
was not. I'm like, no, I meant like plot.
Yep.
So so my family, I don't want to say the woman's name, but her first name was Delphine. So we were always like Delphine in the bad review.
Yeah, there's the
It's like a book,
Delphine here.
in the bad
like a kid
review.
book, like
Classic.
Did you want now that you've gone through were you going to keep going with where you've gone with Ballet Flats? Like where after Delphine and after you did this?
no. Then
at the
I was like,
Barrel
okay, I
Room.
did that, and then I'm like, okay, let's do Chicago.
Okay.
And so I thought
And that
since
was
I
the one
started
I
at
went
Second
to?
City, yeah.
That
So
one?
I
Okay.
like worked with them to like rent a few rooms, sold
Mhm.
out 3 shows there.
Yes, you did.
It was lovely. And then I'm like, okay, now I got to do it in New York. So I found a place called the Triad Theater on the Upper West Side, which was
Mhm.
awesome. It sat like 120 people. It sold out too. It
Cool.
was so fun. And then I'm like, okay, when am I going to do it again? So I did it in September at Zany's Rosemont. And then it was in 2 festivals in New York.
Mhm.
And then I just was like, okay, so now I've started to work with a manager.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, she'd seen the show and then she was with a company like for signing people. And then she like left that company, but then she reached out and she's like, I want to do it on my own. So she's like, can I help you produce this? And then after producing it, she's like, I'd like to be your manager. And I was
Amazing.
like,
Congratulations.
there you go.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Well,
so
well, good
she
job.
and I like are trying, she's trying to like get venues, other places.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. So
It's
I'm
a
just-
wonderful show. And the aspect of you sharing about like OCD and your experience with it have you found that people come up to you to share their experiences with you?
Well, it was interesting because Rachel, my producer manager, she had reached out to a lot of like psychologist groups and like universities and stuff. So at the shows in New York, like random therapists came
Oh.
and they like loved it.
That's
Yeah.
super cool.
Yeah. So they were like very like, we love this. Like this was so good. Like if you do it again, we want to tell like our patients to come and
Mhm.
stuff. So that's
totally.
Yeah.
Yes.
And like one guy came who was a professor at Barnard and he is going to have me come talk to his class.
about OCD, or did you do Ballet Flats for dinner for them?
I don't really know. I mean, I would do it for this class
It'd be kind of cool.
but
That'd be
I think
really
maybe more
unique.
about OCD, but or like I don't know. So, yeah, so I'm just trying to spread the word on it, and it's trying to get more followers so that people can learn about the show.
Mhm. Well, you've come to the right place because we're going to share it. I'll go with you on June 24th,
22nd. It's a
on
Monday.
a Monday.
Okay.
What time? 7?
Probably. Yeah.
Okay,
Great.
you'll give us the link. Listener, you want to see Ballet Flats for dinner. It is such a vulnerable moment of storytelling where you're really sharing bits and stories
Well,
about
yeah,
how
a
you
little bit of an open book.
discovered your OCD. It's so good. Okay, we'll definitely share that in our show notes. Let's take a quick ad break as we move into reading, watching, and listening to. We want to give a word to our sponsor, a big thank you to Chicago Private Wealth Group. We always talk about how that word money makes us feel. Bridget,
Ooh.
when you hear the word money and finances, what kind of
Are you like, I've
emotion-
got it by the balls, or are you like,
help
I don't know?
or somewhere in between?
Somewhere in between.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, then you know
For a
what?
very long time,
Yes.
it was help.
But yeah, help. Good. Okay, so you are moving on up from being from the help. I need help moment.
Well, I am 43. I mean, it's not.
We gotta,
I get it.
We got to figure it out.
I
at
still
some
need
point.
help, and that's why we're working with Chicago Private Wealth Group. So, for our listeners who are looking for financial advisors to help you find the right route and how to invest your money in wise ways that will help you and your family, you definitely want to consider reaching out to Chicago Private Wealth Group. You can actually email rick.shanley@lplfinancial.com or visit chicagopwg.com. All right. Thank you to all of our sponsors. They're so great. Love working with you guys. Okay. Reading, watching, and listening to. We thought it would be kind of fun to dive into something that Michelle and I have been watching, and we're like, let's talk about it with Bridget. So, well, I've got 2 questions for you. Did you watch Dawson's Creek
growing up.
growing up?
Well, so this is what, and I didn't watch the whole first episode, but the night that it came out, it was a big deal. I feel like those commercials. I don't want to
Yes.
wait. We're
Uh-huh.
on TV. Everyone will wait.
I don't
us
wanna-
to be
Every time I
around.
hear it, I love it. I hate that song
I
in
fucking
general.
hate the song.
But when I hear it, I'm like, oh my God, it's a
Nostalgia.
new one starting.
Yeah. So it was like, I feel like they pumped, like everyone was talking about Dawson's Creek. I was a sophomore in high school. And I remember I watched it in Megan's bedroom. I don't know why. And then I went to bed that night and I woke up so sick. I couldn't talk. My
Oh,
throat
no.
was closed up. I was banging on the wall to help.
Oh
I was
no,
like,
what happened?
like,
I don't want to wait.
yeah.
Take
To
me to
die.
the doctor.
I was so sick and I ended up having mono.
You got mono
Oh.
after watching Dawson.
That's what I always think of mono because it was like the night it came out.
Yep.
I was excited to go talk about it at school the next day. And I was,
and you
no.
barely made it through. Barely
No,
made it
barely
through the
made it
night.
through.
Oh my God. But you ended up watching the series?
Yeah, I don't think I was like,
Obsessed.
no.
Yeah, now that I
Probably
read
like the first, I don't know.
couple seasons or something.
I didn't like love it. I feel like it was like kind of cheesy.
It is cheesy.
Oh, it's
And it's
cheesy.
so inappropriate.
Wait, I feel like, wasn't she like climbing through the window?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
Yep. She was totally doing
And I'm
like
sure
the
she's a
boy-
wonderful person in real life, but I feel like Graham annoyed me.
Grandma's a racist.
Grandma's an asshole.
Oh, really?
Grandma's like, there's a black man and a white woman together. Sins. Like, she's
Really?
yes.
Pacey was boning his teacher.
Oh, wait, that is so weird.
It's all insane.
There are so many things that are insane about the
and
show.
then, like, this is so.
I love how you're like, Graham is probably a really nice person, but
well, in
no.
real life.
Maybe in real life, but on the show, so she's
Wait, wasn't
like,
it Michelle Williams' grandma?
Yes.
Yes,
And she was sent there because she was a
naughty.
bad girl.
Yeah, she's
so
naughty.
Grams was going to make her pray the bad away
Yeah,
or
she's
something.
going to pray the bad away.
Yeah.
But then Graham's comes about again when she has to help deliver Joey, Katie Holmes's sister,
Sister's
who's
baby.
having a baby with her black boyfriend, and they're not married. So it's like Graham is really like
She's
losing
breaking
it.
barriers. She's
This
breaking
is-
down barriers.
Oh, I couldn't believe it. But and now looking back, I'm like, did we even like think twice about this
No,
stuff?
probably not.
And then Pacey
Oh.
with the teacher.
Oh my God.
And by the way, the teacher's supposed to be 36. She looks like she's, and I'm not trying to age her, but
she definitely looks.
the outfits, they have her looking like
Wait.
she's like,
And they like make out?
yeah,
Oh,
several
make
times.
out. They're doing it.
And
They're
he's-
having
Wait,
sex.
did they have sex?
Wait,
Ryan-
and how old is he? 16?
Yes.
Wait,
He's
and
in
like,
high
does
school.
she get
Oh, they
arrested?
bring her into like
Well,
the judiciary board.
Okay, because I'm right now at the point where the kid was sitting
Wait,
in the
that is
bathroom.
so weird, you guys.
It's
Bridget.
unbelievable.
That's why
I did, because when you were like, you watched it, then I like looked at the synopsis and it's like, and Pacey is having a fling with his teacher. I'm like, what?
Fleeing. They're like, and then the mom and dad are always boning. The mom's
the
cheating.
mom's cheating.
And then Dawson's catching them in the cheat, and Joey's giving
Joey's
her like
in on it.
Joey's like
She
so
knows.
mean to her
She's
about
like-
it. It's
It's like there's no boundaries there.
Wait, Dawson's parents, the mom's cheating?
Yes. And
And
also she is literally having her cake and eating it too, I'll
she's
tell you.
banging.
She is banging her hubby and she is banging her coworker.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Like looking back, I
So
don't.
it wasn't as wholesome as a show as we thought.
Not even a little bit
no,
wholesome.
It's so like actually.
Do you guys follow that funny Rob Anderson?
Is that the guy that does the ones that you send
Yes,
to me?
the ones
Yes.
from like
Anthony loves them
so
too.
funny. The ones that he does with Seventh Heaven.
Yes.
Wait,
Yeah.
I don't know who this is.
Oh, I'll send you
Oh
it.
my
Okay.
God. Heartthrob. That's Heartthrob Anderson. Like his name's Rob Anderson, but that's his like handle.
Does he do Dawson's?
I wonder.
We'll have to check.
Yeah, I'm sure he should because it's but the Seventh Heaven.
He
but
needs
I
to
like, hated
do like
Seventh Heaven though. I like never liked. I always knew.
Seventh Heaven.
I
I
knew it was
wasn't into
nerdy.
seventh.
When they're like they
Seventh
brought in a homeless girl to teach their family what homelessness looks like. It's so
It's
insane.
so I know the way
He's so good.
he's
He
so
does
funny.
Berenstain Bears.
Oh my God, that or the like he does ones of like this like 80s design show.
Mm-mm.
And it's like HGTV, but like
Mhm.
from the 80s or 90s. And it's like, they're like, let's make this room like for $50. And they like paint. It's so, I can't even
So
describe. I'm not going to do
bad.
it justice, but it's so funny.
He's great. What's his handle again? Do you know?
I think it's
Heartthrob.
Heartthrob Anderson.
Okay,
Yeah.
he's worth following, Michelle.
I'm gonna totally check him out.
Oh, he's so funny.
He basically rips on like
All of the shows we
sitcoms
grew
and
up on?
movies. Yeah, I'm gonna show you
Okay.
something after
He
we
does like
record.
a Save the Last Dance with
Yes,
Julia Stiles.
yes, about her like dancing, and
Yeah.
he's like she really broke down racial barriers that
Yeah,
day.
she's hip hop dancing and
It's so
to get
good.
into Juilliard.
Are you reading or listening to anything or watching anything else that you feel inclined to share with our listeners, or you have had in the recent past? I
Are
don't
you
want
a
to. I don't.
podcast listener?
I'm not the biggest podcast
Okay.
listener.
And are you
Can you
typically
leave immediately?
are you like a book in your hand type of a reader, or will you audio book?
No, I'm not a good audiobook.
Okay.
The one audiobook I did that I recommend was The Midnight Library.
Oh,
Loved
no, I
it.
didn't read. I'm sorry.
I read it.
I got a little brain.
It's so
fizzle.
it's really good because it's oh God, what's her name?
Oh, Matthew Haig. Matt
Carrie,
Haig.
yes, but Carrie,
Oh,
the
who's-
blonde actress who
Terry
was
Russ- no.
No,
That's
Um,
narrating it.
she's British blonde actress Carrie.
I don't know
no clue.
She was in that movie
what movie.
where
Anthony?
she tries to get like her friend was like drugged by a guy and then later killed herself. This is
Mm.
getting dark, and then she
Oh,
kind of
don't
sets
worry about
she sets up guys like she pretends to be really drunk. Carrie Mulligan,
There you go.
Oh.
Oh, what's that movie? The name of the movie she's talking about is
Promising
Yeah,
Young.
that's a great
it's such a good
movie,
movie.
yeah.
So she's the narrator for Midnight Library, and I feel like
Okay.
I read that during the pandemic. I feel like I just walked along the streets a lot in the
Mm,
pandemic.
Yeah,
Okay.
roaming like the leftovers.
Yeah, just kind of like listening. And so I did that. I did the Chris Farley book
okay.
during the pandemic. Would just walk around the streets then crying, like
Yeah.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not a big audiobook. I do fall asleep to podcasts. Sometimes the podcast that I do fall asleep to though is usually true crime, which is kind of messed up.
I love it.
But I also do the History Chicks.
I don't know the History Chicks.
these
Is this
two-
a podcast?
Yeah, these women that they do like they just famous women in history.
I like that. That's
okay.
Lizzie
A
Borden's
hun-
on there. Yeah.
100%
Yeah, it's
checking
really
that
I
out.
love
Thank you.
Yeah, and they like give you just tell their stories.
it's a great
Martha
recommendation.
Washington. I always fall asleep, but
At least you're falling asleep to either
Yeah.
killings or cool
That's
ladies.
it's better to fall asleep to like that long form media than scrolling.
right, totally.
Yeah,
I think
It's actually a
so.
good point.
Yeah, it
I should
is.
do
I'm trying to
that.
think,
I've
what
actually
have I
fallen
read?
asleep a couple of times in the last couple of weeks just to something in my ear, and it's kind of nice.
It's kind of it sounds better than scrolling.
yeah,
Yeah.
because the scrolling is just so bad.
depressing.
The books that I've read recently that I fly through. Wait, is it Frida McFadden?
Frida McFadden. Oh, that's what we were talking about last time you were here.
They were really good. The teacher,
The teacher,
the boyfriend.
Speaking of the teacher, just like Pacey's story,
Right.
really inappropriate. Inmate,
Well, I don't know if I did Inmate.
Never Lie.
I did Never Lie.
Never Lie is good.
I mean, a lot of them are
The same?
similar, but they're good.
They're the same.
The Housemaid.
Yeah, The Housemaid. That
Yeah.
was.
I watched
did
the
you-
movie.
You
And
did?
how was the movie?
I loved it.
Okay,
Yeah,
I need to watch
so-
it.
Did you see the movie?
No, not yet.
It's fucked up.
I need to see it. Well, the book is fucked
There you
up.
go. They did a good job.
I'm trying to think like that, whatever. Oh, you know what I just watched, but it's so old, was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
It's a great movie.
Is that
so
Brad
good.
Pitt?
Yes,
Yeah, it was
and
so
Leonardo.
good.
It's so good.
Very good. So if you haven't seen it,
never
it's
seen
like
it.
2018 or 19, but it was good.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you haven't seen it? Great.
No.
Oh, it's so good. My favorite thing about that movie is that they changed the history to Sharon Tate's outcome. She doesn't die. Oops.
Wait,
Spoiler alert.
Sharon Tate, they changed. I think Quentin Tarantino has a.
I don't know. Oh, that I didn't get. I didn't.
Well,
I just,
Margot Robbie's playing Sharon.
yeah. But I just thought that they didn't like show that.
I think he thwarted or Yeah. So he kind of like changed
Oh.
the history and saves her, which I found to be so beautiful.
Oh, light bulb moment.
Yeah. I'm sorry I gave it away.
I'll probably forget it before I walk out
Oh
the
yeah,
door.
and Glorious Bastard's one of my favorite movies.
What? Glorious
oh,
Bastards.
It's so good.
I saw it like years after other people did, and I'd go up to people like, "Have you seen Glorious?" They're like, "Yeah, I won Oscars 10 years ago."
Such a good movie.
I know. I was
is.
like doing PR for it.
Bridget, before we wrap up, I want you to tell our listeners where they can find you, where they can watch your hilarious reels and content. Please tell us again when Ballet Flats is going to be in Chicago and Nashville. If you don't have
I don't
not
have-
Ballet Flats for
yeah.
Nashville. Anything that you can share with us and our
Yeah.
listeners so they can find Bridget McGuire.
Okay, my Instagram handle is where I do most everything, and it's Bridget McGuire Comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll be doing Ballet Flats if there's any listeners in New York at QED
Heck yeah, there
in
are.
Queens
Okay.
on April 2nd.
Okay.
It's a Thursday. And then I will be just at Zany's in Nashville performing
Yes.
on 2 shows on Monday, April 27th.
Amazing.
And then I'll be here in Chicago on June 22nd. It's a Monday doing Ballet Flats.
I got to say something that I haven't said yet to you. I am so impressed by your work ethic and how badass you are and how hard you work to make your dream become a
Well,
reality.
right back at you.
Well,
Hell
thank
yeah.
you.
I mean,
I'm
right back
so
at ya.
impressed by how hard you
Same
work
with you
hard.
guys.
But thank you. But I'm rooting for you. We're always rooting for you, and I can't wait to see you up on bigger stages and
Same.
touring the country with Ballet Flats for dinner.
All right, let's manifest that.
Yeah.
It's here. It's
Yeah.
happening. We're manifesting. As we close up the show, a sincere thank you to Bridget for joining
you
us
guys.
today.
This was
I'm
so
glad
fun.
you love you.
We got this thing to work.
Thank you for your patience in our technical difficulties and for being a forever friend.
Of course.
They say like if you have a friend that you had when you were little and you still have them, you're really lucky. And I feel that way
Yeah.
about you. As we close up the show, we want to thank our last and final partner, Adorn 512, who we showcased last week. Michelle's wearing the Femme Silhouette necklace. I'm wearing the Hot Flash necklace. Bridget, this woman, her name is Dana Mitchell. She's the founder of Adorn 512, and she created an entire collection called Unfiltered Collection of jewelry pieces, necklaces, and earrings to celebrate every phase of a woman's life.
I love that.
And just
Yeah.
like badass. Like one is a heart that says nope on it. One is a circle that says fuck. There's middle finger. There's
Right.
all any way
How
you want to
cool.
go. If
Yeah.
you want to get more feminine and divine, go with something more like the
Love
silhouette.
that.
Yeah. If you want to celebrate that you have hot flashes and just lean into it
Lean
with
into
a
it.
beautiful necklace.
yeah.
That's what the Unfiltered Collection is
Very cool.
for.
I'm
So
gonna check it
we
out.
will, check it out. It's really cool. We'll leave all the links for all these amazing things that we shared. And Bridget, last question for you.
Yeah.
Before we close out the show, do you have a simple joy from the past week that you want to share?
Simple joy.
Anything that you're like,
I think, today is just a beautiful day. We have seen the sun and it's warm.
and it's warm. Fake
Yeah.
spring.
Spring, fake spring.
Fake
Hey,
spring.
It
I'm
does.
here.
It gives you a little bit. You
does.
feel exciting
Yeah.
you're excited for the change.
You
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
It gives you a little pep in your
It
step.
does. Yeah.
absolutely.
That's simple joy.
I love it. That's a great simple joy.
Bridget.
Thanks,
Michelle,
guys.
you're welcome. And thank you for being
Thank you,
here.
Bridget.
Yeah.
All right,
course.
Michelle, close it up.
Yep. And Whiffs, thank you for being here. And don't forget, stay cozy.